Logic is officially out of retirement, and that retirement really didn't last long at all because we got an album from his alter ego called Planetary Destruction in early 2021. And now on the song Tired in Malibu, he confirmed, I've been retired for a minute, but I guess I'm back now. So not only that, but, there's a duo now that's being formed with Madlib. So there's a lot to be excited about, and people are probably very hyped to see what Logic has in store for the resurgence of his career. So guys, before we get into this, let us know in the comments if you're happy about this collaboration with Logic and Madlib and what your expectations are for the Madgic album. And what do you think about Logic coming out of retirement after, building up all of the hype for No Pressure around him being done with rap?
I like it. I'm all worried. To be honest with you, I always saw the retirement thing as sort of a marketing stunt. It probably started with Jay-Z with the Black Album, and then after that, people started catching on to it. So, I can't blame him for using it. And I think it was also at a time where, he felt like he was really going to retire. But, you have the opportunity to make a project with low-key a top 5 producer of all time. Why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you come out of retirement? Especially, we know what he wanted to do with the whole. I think his alter ego was called Doc D, correct?
Yeah, Dr. Destruction.
Okay, so we know what he kind of wanted to do with that. He went into the project, and you got a bit of influence by Jay Dilla, and you got the whole MF Doom thing, and that whole sort of vibe. So this would actually probably be the perfect fit for Logic coming out of retirement, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, but it seems like the new song with Madlib isn't kind of him in that alter ego. It's him back in the persona of Logic. And to me, I was kind of surprised when he retired in the first place because he's only 31 years old and, love him or hate him. And despite, the misses in his discography, he is truly one of the most talented MCs around right now.
That is true.
So, at this point, you have the opportunity to work with Madlib, who, if you really think about it, is one of the best producers of all time and is very selective with who he makes collaborations with and who he actually forms a duo with. Because think about that short list. Who do you really have? You have MF Doom, you have Freddie Gibbs, you have Blue, you have Oh No. It's a very short list. And it's a list that many people want to be a part of, and Logic has that chance. And what did you think of the song?
I liked it. I think it was great. I expected a bit more out of it, but regardless, I still think it's going to be something great. And I'm not necessarily too focused on the single. I'm more focused on what I think the project's going to sound like, because I'm very excited if Madlib is going to be able to really paint this vivid picture again. We saw what happened when legendary producers touch Logic projects. Look what happened with No Idea and No Pressure. Now put Madlib on that sort of level, and you're going to see what's going to happen. It's also it's cool because it's going to be the first project where I'm not expecting 6 production, right? And you're going to get something completely different. So,
and not only that, but Logic said himself on the song Mars Only Pt.3, which actually used a beat from an old Madlib album. So it wasn't an original beat, but regardless, he said that it was actually a challenge for him to rap on these beats, like Freddie Gibbs has said in the past too, because they're so hectic and there's so much going on. And he did confirm that apparently they finished the album in lockdown. So apparently this album has already been completed. And to be honest, the rapping that he does on this song is maybe some of the best I've heard in a while. It's maybe the best rapping I heard, even, if you take into consideration No Pressure, because, he's kind of challenging himself with these tongue twisters, and the way that he's bringing in these compound rhymes is fucking brilliant. And I feel like for him to challenge his legacy and to come out with something else after No Pressure, which was a celebrated album, there's a good fucking reason for it. It's because he's going to deliver.
No, that is true. Absolutely. Logic's going to get on this project and he's going to eat. He's going to fucking eat. You're going to see the way that this guy's going to take those Madlib productions and just absolutely destroy them. If Freddie Gibbs could do it like that, I'm sure Logic could do it 10 times better. No joke. It's not to say that I don't think Freddie Gibbs is a better rapper than Logic. I prefer Freddie Gibbs as a rapper over Logic. But I'm saying, as far as MC and being a pure MC and a pure writer and just setting up your songs like that, there's no one that really does it like Logic right now. It's technical to a point where it's fucking mathematics. It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm trying to say? It's almost too perfect to the point where it gets corny at a certain point, and that's what had happened for a couple of albums. Was shit just seemed to want it to be too perfect and too in place, and that's the thing I hope he doesn't go in with, is trying to be too perfect on these beats. he has to like leave room for that natural flavor like we get through, let's say, MF Doom or even Freddie Gibbs, right? Because there is that natural aura to them. There is that sort of warmth that you get throughout their voices and that sort of energy. So creatively, where do you think he has to go with that sort of production? Because as you said, it's very difficult to rap over Madlib beats.
I think Logic has to understand the quality of production he's going to get, and he has to really not make his vocals overpower that production. If he needs to leave, let's say, 30 seconds of just instrumental music because Madlib's bringing in the super obscure sample, then that's what he has to do. He has to know how to tackle these beats in a way where he's paying respect to them and that, you know, he's really taking control over them and is rapping at high velocities because, I mean, like I said, it's a fucking honor for someone to have a duo with Madlib. And at this point, like I said earlier, he had a beautiful ending. So for him to match that, it's going to take some fucking heat, man.
It is. It's going to be great to see. And I'm also anxious to see what he's going to bring back.
Do you want features on it?
No. No. I think that would be a shame. I'd rather see the whole thing guided by Logic. And even at that, like, who would really fit on that project? That's the thing. You can't really put anyone on that project. I think the only other person that would be able to hop on that is like, I don't know. Because I could just imagine the type of music that they're creating together. Like I expect this to be an album of the year contender, low key. Like if it's really well done, and I know where Logic is gonna stand with his content and how good he is with it, and how much of a legendary producer Madlib is. Seeing that world collide is fantastic, and we all know how Logic eats up samples. You're literally going to the master of sampling, like the guy that's really set the tone for everything. And that's what I love about it. And I think I'm going to like it too because, you know, let's say you look back at Bandana, the last big collaboration I could think off the top of my head that, you know, Madlib did. It was super cinematic with the fact that it had old Japanese style cinema in it and the way that it was actually playing into the story and how it was, in the grand scheme of things, it was actually a concept album. So I would like to see some of that too.
Yeah, and I wonder if, you know, him doing the whole Dr. Destruction thing where he kind of had an alter ego similar to MF Doom, maybe got the respect of Madlib and
How
said,
did you feel about
you know what?
how did you feel about the vocal effects though?
His muffled voice didn't really interest me. Like, I mean, he was spitting bars as he always does, but I mean, it just vocally, it didn't sound right to me.
Like it was just more the delivery that threw you off? Like it fucked up the whole thing for you?
Yeah, it fucked up the whole thing for me, and I mean, I don't know. I just felt like it was too soon. Like I didn't need that project, and I feel like not many people are gonna remember it and are even talking about it today.
What happens if he brings back that sort of vocal?
That alter ego? I don't think so, though.
No, but not the alter ego. I'm talking about the vocal effects onto like that Madlib production. Do you think it would work out, or do you think maybe he should just keep that and never bring that back?
I mean, he could bring some vocal effects. I mean, on a song like, let's say, Open Mic, you know, he brings in the vocal effects where it sounds like he's literally at a raw performance with, you know, a cheap microphone just spitting into it in the rawest form possible.
Yeah,
so
nice.
if he brings in those types of effects, I'm down. But that muffled voice like we got on Planetary Destruction, that I'm not down with.
No, but I definitely think this is going to be a good album. Thank you guys for watching the whole video. Hit that subscribe button to join the family. We're doing weekly reviews. We're giving you guys all the updates in the industry. Plus, we have our series called What to Expect, where we actually take you through the album before it drops. Plus, if you guys want to chat with us, you guys could join our Discord server. The link is in the bio. You guys could talk hip-hop with us there. Thank you guys for watching again. And guys, I'll see you on the next one.